Hey everybody, Jason here, Roam Bearded. Thanks for tuning in. If you're not a subscriber already, think about hitting that button real quick for us before we get started. I'll give you a second. Appreciate that. And anyway, so today we got most camp set up. We're not quite there yet. First off, we're gonna crack open a nice cold beer. We've got ourselves a Rude Ram Red Ale from Roosters Brewing, hometown of Ogden, Utah. So this has become one of my favorites to have around. Red ales are hard to come by. IPAs still run rampant. So give me a good, nice malty beer. You've won my heart. So today we are going to set up the iKamper Annex. So this baby comes packed away in its own nice little case here. Nice little bag. It's kind of nice because it's pretty loose fitting inside here, so you can really smash this thing down and slide it into some tight spots to bring it with. Doesn't add a whole lot of weight. The thing probably weighs 15 pounds, so certainly worth its weight to bring with, and we're going to show you how to set it up here today. Alright, so first things we're going to do is get this thing out of here. Get your steak bag. And the Annex itself. So we're just gonna unroll this a little bit, get it opened up. Comes with poles, so it does come with 2 poles. I ordered an extra set of poles, and I'll show you why later on in this video. So first of all, you want to just kind of get it laid out, and you want to find the back wall. So this thing actually encases, it covers up the ladder. So the ladder is actually enclosed inside of the Annex. The back wall falls behind here. So you want to locate your back wall first. It's going to make installation a little bit easier. So your back wall is a solid wall. This thing has 3 doors on it. So one towards the front of your vehicle, one towards the back of the vehicle, and one facing straight out from your tent. The back wall is a solid wall, and it has this gray zipper on, if you're looking at the tent, the right hand side of the tent. So this gray zipper, you can go ahead and unzip that fully. And that unzips from the bottom of the Annex. Okay, so with that back wall unzipped and opened up, next thing you're going to do is you're going to locate this black zipper. And this black zipper zips into the top of the camper awning here. This is the awning for the front door. So there's a zipper on the inside of here, and this is going to zip up into that. And that starts on when you're looking at the camper at the ladder side. You're going to start this on the left hand side. Climb up on the ladder. Go ahead and zip this across and around and down the other side. Alright, so once you've got it zipped up in there, it has a piece of Velcro also that seals up to the awning, the door awning, and then it has this this clip here also, which clips to the tent itself. So you can just get all that stuff in there, tighten it up a little bit, and both sides of the Annex has that. So set up both sides of those before you move to your next step. Alright, so next thing you want to do is take your back wall, bring it up behind the ladder, and you're just going to zip that back up again. Okay, so then also on the back wall, up on top are 2 more of these clips on either side of the ladder, and they just connect to these two clips up here, and you can snug them up as tight as you want. All right, so this is the point where it's kind of nice to have a couple people. This can be done solo, but it's a lot easier if you have two of you. So you're gonna climb back inside. I'm actually just using that same access point from the back wall, and find your grommet. It is right next to where your guide rope is. So that's right on the corner of your annex. So let's go find this thing. So you locate your grommet, put your pole in the hole. Now you can open this up and slide that up until you feel like you have a little bit of tension, and you can adjust this in a little bit once you get your guy rope set up too. And this is the point where it's real nice to have a second person holding that rope on the outside. Makes a huge difference. Okay, so I've got Vanessa on the inside holding that pole up right now, so makes it a lot easier if you have two people. You can, like I said, you can get by with one. And if you're gonna do it by yourself, I suggest opening this door right here. There's your outside door, and there's your screen door. And this gives you easy access to kind of hold it while you come back outside to get your rope pulled out. So Vanessa's on the inside helping me with the pole here. She's just got to put it in the grommet, stand it straight up. I got a hold of the guy rope. We'll bring that out and hook it up to the stake. All right, so if you like steaks, you're gonna have a heyday with this. Also, if you like steaks, stay tuned to a future episode of our creative camp cooking series. We've got bourbon cheesesteaks on the menu tonight. We're cooking it up on the iKamper disco actually, so pretty cool. Be sure to check that out. Make sure you're subscribed, hit that bell so you don't miss a beat. So this thing is rocking 13 steaks in total, 2 on the guide ropes, another 11 around the annex itself. These back ones are a good one to start with. They pretty much come straight down, so it's kind of a good way to get your bearings straight. And be able to come straight down and out to where it's slightly taut, but you definitely want this kind of as close to the ground as possible. So with it being 3 on these other corners, you want to start with the center one so you can pull it out and get it nice and snug. Okay, so I promised you I'd tell you what these extra poles were for. And they're identical to the inside poles. But they're not for the inside. So let's say you open up this flap right here. This has grommets in the corners. So you can actually make this an extended piece of shade, an extended little awning out here, which is pretty nice. And you can get the extra pole so you could do all 3 doors if you want and really just open this thing wide up. So that's pretty cool. Okay, so we've got everything set up. Let me give you a quick tour of what's going on here. So our son is pushing off to the back side of the truck here, so we moved our camp chairs over to the other side, so we're utilizing this little door flap for a little bit of shade out here on the front end, so that's pretty nice. Another cool feature that we think is pretty cool anyway is this open space, a nice little walkway. We call it a garage, So we like to park our bikes underneath there. We could lock them up to the sliders if we decide to take a walk, go somewhere, whatever. So it's pretty nice. Pretty handy to have that little setup. Keeps them out of the elements as well. So if it starts to rain, they stay perfectly dry underneath there. No need to worry about it. So let's take a look inside. So a really good size open space in here. I believe it's about 10 foot by 10 foot square on the bottom. And of course, since it connects to the top of your rooftop tent, you've got just so much room. You can do all sorts of stretches and whatever in here if you want, or yoga, or I don't know, whatever you guys are into. You have room to do it in here. It's pretty nice. And then when you have all 3 doors open, we've got this one shut right now, but airflow comes in real nice. If it's a little bit breezy outside, you can open all these up. Everything stays pretty secure in here and stays pretty tight. So we don't utilize this setup very often. Most of the time, because we're only out for a day, maybe 2. Just weekend warriors, you know. But if we know we're gonna run into some weather, some rain, some snow, whatever, it's kind of nice to set this up and know that you have a place to hang out and chill. We've set up the stove in here, made up some breakfast and coffee in the morning while it was snowing outside Memorial Day weekend last year. So there's a video on that too. Check it out. So something you may have noticed is this annex does not have a floor. We've been inside annexes with floors, and let me tell you, the floors are just, you set them up and they're instantly filthy. They're also bulky and adds the extra weight and bulk to it. My suggestion is, if you decide you want a floor in here, get yourself a 6x8 tarp from the big box store or whatever, and just stake that down inside here. You're gonna cover most of it up, do what you're looking to do with having some sort of separation between the ground and your feet or whatever. But we choose to just go with it. Mother Nature provides a beautiful floor, so we just go with it. Yeah, this is a home sweet home in all of its glory. It's like the Taj Mahal when you get all this stuff set up. Let's go out the other side here and show you the full setup. All right, so we got the annex set up, attached to the rooftop tent. We've got the bat wing awning. This is the compact version, but it still offers ample space to get you out of the elements and out of the sun. And yeah, how many guide ropes did you count? Maybe a lot, maybe a little. How many stakes did you count? Maybe a lot, maybe a little. What say you, Vanessa?
How many stakes? I'm gonna take a guess here. I'm guessing 17. I could be way off.
She says total. 17.
17 total.
Take a guess. Leave a comment down below. If you were the first person who gets the count correct, how many guy ropes and stakes we're using. I want both numbers. How many guy ropes and how many stakes. I'm going to send you guys some stickers. How about that? So, get your comments. Start looking this over. How many did you count? Did you listen what I said? Anyway, thanks for tuning in, everybody. Really appreciate your support. If you still haven't subscribed yet, take a moment, hit that little bar and subscribe. Hit that bell so you don't miss a beat. We're dropping videos pretty randomly. And stay tuned for our cheesesteaks coming up. We're gonna cook those up tonight. It's gonna be delicious. And yeah, give us a thumbs up if you like it. Thumbs down if you don't. I got a thumbs down the other day. I was kind of excited for it. It was weird. Anyway, thank you all for tuning in, and we'll catch you next time right here on Roam Bearded. Yeah!
I love you, iKamper. I do.